Kayleigh McEnany, great to see you. Thank you. Great show, as always. Wow, welcome to New York City. We're back with our... Wow, what a rowdy crowd. I love it. All right. Big show tonight. Tommy Lahren, Jimmy Fallon, Clay Travis, Greg Jarrett, Alan Dershowitz, and a special report on the Ocean Gate submarine tragically imploded in the North Atlantic, killing all 5 passengers aboard. Also tonight, Congresswoman Lauren Boebert will join us. She today introduced articles of impeachment against Joe Biden, your president, and apparently is in this battle with Marjorie Taylor Greene. Maybe I can be the peacemaker because they will inherit the earth, but we'll see. Now, we'll also hear from House Ways and Means Committee Chairman Jason Smith. Earlier today, his committee released bombshell testimony from not one, but 2 IRS whistleblowers. Now, based on their serious allegations, get this, pay close attention. It appears the Department of Justice, you thought it was corrupt? It's even more corrupt. This is a corrupt organization. They went to great lengths to protect Joe and Hunter Biden from ever facing criminal charges, despite what is a mountain of damning evidence. According to these whistleblowers, the IRS recommended felony tax charges against Hunter after they uncovered, get this, $8.3 million that he took in that was mysteriously excluded from Hunter Biden's tax returns. Now, that income came from foreign entities in Ukraine, Romania, and China. That's only 3 countries. What about Russia and Kazakhstan and Mexico and a dozen other countries? In fact, Hunter reportedly received around $6 million from China, and it appears that his father was in on it. In one encrypted text message, listen to this, between Hunter Biden and a Chinese business partner, this dated July 30th, 2017, Hunter was very angry that a, quote, commitment from China was not fulfilled, threatening big consequences from, quote, the big guy himself, his dad, who was sitting right next to him, that he wasn't made whole, quote. I am sitting here with my father and would like to understand why the commitment made has not been fulfilled, Hunter continued, quote, I will make certain that between the man sitting next to me and every person that he knows and my ability to hold a grudge, that you will regret not following my direction. I am sitting here waiting for the call with my father, Pops, who takes half his income, the big guy, Joe. Now, with my father, now, didn't Joe promise the American people over and over again? I never once spoke to my son about his foreign business dealings, not one time. But it appears Joe was a critical part of that business. Instead of investigating the suspicious activities, well, the DOJ went to great lengths, we now know, to protect Joe Biden and his son. These whistleblowers' testimonies were mind-blowing. Biden appointed U.S. attorneys. They blocked felony tax charges against Hunter in Washington, D.C., and in the California state of Gavin Newsom. Merrick Garland refused a request to appoint a special counsel. He also delayed Hunter's case until his multi-million-dollar crimes were past the statute of limitations. The DOJ also stalled an investigation into possible crimes outlined in Hunter Biden's laptop from hell, especially ones that impacted his father, the big guy. And according to whistleblower testimony, Hunter's infamous laptop was, quote, verified by the FBI in November of 2019. That's earlier than we thought. But investigators thereafter were barred from seeing it. Now, Assistant U.S. Attorney Leslie Wolf also discouraged investigators from pursuing questions related to Joe Biden. Now, Wolf also delayed investigators from interviewing one of Hunter's business partners because, quote, she did not want them to ask about Joe Biden, the big guy. Now, federal officials also allegedly barred investigators from searching a guest house where Hunter Biden was living in September of 2020, despite more than enough probable cause that would have warranted such a search warrant. Now, they had no problem raiding Mar-a-Lago, but a Biden guest house where Hunter was living, that was totally out of bounds. Now, the Bidens were also allegedly tipped off by the feds prior to other possible searches and interviews. Now, if these allegations are true, this is public corruption on a massive scale. These are 2 credible IRS whistleblowers, not 1, 2. This is on top of and separate from that 1023 allegation. Now, Joe Biden is all smiles. Hunter Biden is feeling great. Take a look.
Mr. President, President, how's Hunter feeling? Still Hunter feeling?
Everyone, please come his way. Everyone, please come his way.
The DOJ has been weaponized. They have made a mockery of our justice system and our constitutional order. Biden commits a crime. The Democrats, the DOJ, they bury the evidence. It is repulsive, disgusting. But, of course, the DOJ says they have done nothing wrong. Quote, as both Attorney General and U.S. Attorney David Weiss have said, U.S. Attorney Weiss has full authority over the matter, including responsibility for deciding where, when, and whether to file charges as he deems appropriate. Yet somehow, Weiss never filed felony tax charges against Hunter or any of the other possible crimes detailed in Hunter's laptop. Now, after a long 5-year investigation into Hunter Biden, the feds come up with what? 2 misdemeanor tax charges for missing an IRS deadline on just over $200,000 in taxes on what, $3 million in income over 2 years, and a gun charge that was deferred. That means Hunter Biden will not spend a day in jail. That means the big guy doesn't have a care in the world as long as Merrick Garland is the AG and Christopher Wray is running the FBI. That means that Joe Biden's Department of Justice, it is a part of the executive branch, is a disgrace. Our 2-tiered system of justice has never been this egregious, but the American people, thankfully, they're not blind to the reality. A majority of Americans see right through this and believe that Biden is corrupt. And 62% believe that the charges against Donald Trump by Joe Biden's Justice Department are politically motivated, and you, the American people, as per usual, you are correct. Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.